welcome back to my channel. It's me, Geneva K, and today we're going to be doing a little sit down chit chat about my experience being a part of Australian Fashion Week. Oh my god, I know, like, it was insane. It was really crazy, and I just wanted to share with you guys how it felt, like how was it, like the ins and outs of being a part of that with you guys, since you know a lot of people always ask me like, how's modeling going? That's the first question people ask me that haven't talked to me in a long time. Like, it's just like, oh my god, you know, it's like I don't think they really care. They just want to know if I'm popping yet, and it's getting there. It's really getting there. Coming soon. But yeah, let's get into this. I don't know if you guys were aware, but it's on my Instagram page that I do model and also do YouTube. I've been modeling longer than I've done YouTube. I started modeling at like, I would say 14, to be honest. And I'm pretty sure I started my channel like after my modeling. I think I was turning 15. I was 14 turning 15. But yeah, like, modeling has always been a passion of mine. Before YouTube, like, I just always wanted to be a model. Like, I was always really tall, the tallest in the class. Like, I don't know, I never really knew what to do with my future. But let me tell you guys this funny story. I know I say modeling has always been a passion of mine, but I'm talking about since I was 14. Before then, I wanted to be a singer, to be a rapper, to be a nurse. Girl, I wanted to be it all. Like, I didn't really know what I wanted to do during high school. And then I'm gonna tell you, this is a true story. I don't know, I was walking around with my best friend. It was year 8, mid-year 8, end year 8, I'm pretty sure. We were just walking around the school, owning the school, okay? We were that girls. We were that girls. Everybody knew Frances and, should I say her name? I'm gonna call her S. Frances and S were killing it. I don't know, I just don't want to share people's information, you know. But yeah, we were killing it. And it was about recess or lunchtime. And I don't know, we were just walking to the senior bathrooms around that area. I was still a junior. The juniors had to wear a white t-shirt, and then the seniors had to wear a blue t-shirt to kind of distinguish who is who, you know what I'm saying? I think this senior, I'm pretty sure she was a senior. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think her name was Amal, and the reason I'm saying her name because she really gave me confidence. She really changed my life. Like, if it wasn't for her, I would not have been modeling. She basically she was with her friend, and then she saw me and she goes, "What's your name?" And I'm like, I told her my name, like, Frances, what to do, like, what's good? And then she was like, "What's your whole name?" So I don't know why I felt compelled to tell her my whole name, but I just told her, I'm like, "Girl, da 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 da." And then she goes, "You could be a model." And I'm like, "What?" And then she goes, "Yeah, you could be a model. Like, you have the model name, you're tall, you're pretty, you're skinny, you could be a model." And I'm like, "Girl, what?" I'm like, "A model? What do you mean? What's that?" Like, I didn't really comprehend what modeling was. Like, it never really crossed my mind. Like, I've seen magazines, but I didn't really think like, ooh, model. Like, when it came to my height, I never thought that model. But yeah, like, she said that, and I kind of really thought about it, and it was history, okay? It was literally history. It just went up from there. Like, you know, I applied to different agencies. I've been with multiple agencies, like Rosie Talent Consultants, Style Academy. That's where I actually did my modeling course, Style Academy, for 6 weeks. I learned how to walk, take photos, all that stuff, all the modeling ins and outs for those who aren't really confident starting. Like, you know, you take a course and you, like, get to know how to really model. I took some photos for my portfolio. Like, I just really started to do things. I was doing a lot of shoots. Most of them weren't paid because I was just starting out. Like, for modeling, I don't know, like, you just have to invest in a lot. It's one of those things, like being a painter, like one of those things, like being a designer, where you have to invest in a lot when you start, and then like you get the rewards once you start getting it. Once you start getting there, once you start getting paid jobs, paid gigs, that's when things start to come in, you know. That was really how I got started, to be honest. And at first, like, at the start of it, it's really exciting, but like, you just don't know you just don't know how to do it. So like obviously I was still practicing, still training, but like I just love photo shoots. Like I love taking photos, especially for my Instagram. Like I would always get my sister to take photos of me, or whoever was around to take photos of me, and my photos will be bomb. But like once I started modeling, then that's when I stopped using filters on my IG page, because I just got Instagram that same year, in year 8. Like I was reluctant at first, but then I realized, you know, this might help me get out there more. This might help more people see me, because like, I don't know, in my opinion, I didn't feel like people thought I was pretty, or people thought like I was that girl. Like I've always been the class clown, I've always been the funniest. People knew me as Funny Francis. Like I was just funny, but like I wasn't really known for my looks. Mainly I was known for my clear skin and my jokes, to be honest. That's really what I was known for. So like I just wanted people to see me in a different light. So, you know, I started wearing makeup, I started posting on IG, and people, you know, they were liking me, they were feeling me. Like every weekend they'll be like, oh, Francis posted another photo. Like I would always get compliments at school, and my confidence was going up. So it got to the point where I started modeling, and then I realized like I need to stop posting with these filters. I don't want to make girls think like this is how I actually look, or I don't want to be called a catfish. Like, so I stopped posting with filters. But of course I was still wearing makeup, looking good, dressing nice. Like you can't clock me for that. But my photos weren't heavily filtered with Instagram filters or like Snapchat filters. I do a cute IG filter on my story, but like that's 24 hours and it's gone. But for my page, no filters, okay? No filters at all. Modeling really helped me gain my confidence, especially with my body, because I was always so skinny. Like even now, I feel like I'm the same weight as I was in high school. I probably gained weight, but yeah, like, I don't know. I've always had fast metabolism, never really gained weight easily. I could notice it in my clothes. Like sometimes things will be a bit too small for me and I'll get excited like, wow, I'm gaining weight, but like it wasn't really a big difference. I was just getting older and stuff. It really helped me with my body image, because I'm seeing other girls who look like me, and I'm not saying like modeling is only for skinny people or whatnot, but like that was the majority of what I was seeing at the time. Like going to castings, photo shoots, I was seeing other girls skinny like me, and I was like, wow, like I'm not the only one. Like for once I didn't feel like I was being shamed for my body. I was kind of shamed and praised like at the same time. They'll be like, oh, you're so skinny, and then on the other note they'll be like, oh, I want to lose weight like Francis, I want to be like Francis. So it's like I was getting both shamed and praised for the body I was having. So it was like pick a side almost. That was kind of my experience growing up. You know, I would mostly get it from my inner circle and my friends. Like it was just crazy. And also like in my family, I'm the skinniest one. It's me and my brother were actually the skinniest, but I'm skinnier, you know, more petite. And I don't know, I just never really saw other slim people around me. It got to the point where now I hate the word skinny. Even though I'm using it a lot in this video, but like I actually hate that word because it makes me feel flashbacks, okay? I'm getting a flashback Fridays, throwback Fridays. Throwback Thursdays, okay? I prefer to be called slim or petite, like something cute like that, you know, stay away from the skinny word. That's just like a little backstory about how my modeling started. And thank you to that girl. I'm pretty sure her name was Amal, correct me if I'm wrong, but like I will always praise her for any awards I win, any speeches, like any speeches, any awards, girl. I'm bringing her up every time. That's why I hope I get her name right. But yeah, like without her, I probably wouldn't have known what to do with my career and myself for the future. So kudos to her. Modeling is kind of that job where you can't really depend on it at the start. Like you got to put a lot into it, and you got to wait until it's that special time where you get that big job, where you get that big casting, because it's kind of a here and there. Like you go to castings, you might get it, you might not. You wait a couple months, you go to another casting, you might get it. Like you can't depend on that for your sole income. So of course I was working jobs. I was working at JD, Nando's, where else? Like I was working, like at 14 I was working, okay? But my passion was obviously still modeling. Like I had to convince my mother that I wanted to be a model, because at first she wanted the same, be a doctor, lawyer, like stuff like that, you know, typical parent stuff. And I really had to kind of show her and prove to her that that is my passion and I'm not gonna stop fighting for it. like no matter how long it takes, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of a challenge, but we got through it, and now she is supportive as ever. She was real happy when I got the gig, but we'll get into that later. I feel like people see it as like something easy, like, oh, it's so easy, you just have to post the pictures, you just have to walk through. Girl, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. Like, you gotta pose with emotion. Like, you can't talk, so all the stuff has to be in your face. You gotta give them 10 different emotions. If they say do this, do that, do that, it's long hours of lights in your face. It's a lot. Don't get me started on runways, on catwalk, fashion shows. Girl, you know how many hours you have to wear those heels? Rehearsals, dress rehearsals, walking rehearsals. Like, you know how many times I walked around that stage rehearsing? Like, all of us, we walked, we did our single walk, we did, like, and you got to do it in front of everyone, so you have to be as confident as you can. You can't laugh, straight face, and you go. Like, that's what it is. I'm gonna tell you something. Like, I was wearing those heels from 9 to 10 p.m. like, girl. And then that was for like the show, but for the after party, I was wearing my sneakers, then I changed into my heels again. Girl, basically I wore those heels for the whole day. Okay, but for the show, it was basically from 9 to 10, to be honest with you. 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. It was a lot. Like, the feet was giving cramp. My feet to this day still hurt, okay? Like, you guys think it's easy, it's hard. It's a lot of hard work. It's like a whole day is 13 hours, like more, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of pressure. Also, to deal with makeup artists that don't have your shade, that don't know how to work with your skin tone. Like, I wouldn't consider myself a deep dark skin person. I mean, I would say brown skin. Like, sometimes I look light skin, sometimes I look darker skin, but I would say I'm brown skin. Like, you can call me dark skin, I guess I am. For them not to have my shade, or like, it was giving deer in headlights. Like, she did not know what to do. Like, how do you call yourself a makeup artist but don't know how to do other faces that ain't in the sand and up direction? Like, girl, you can't do anything darker than sand. Is that what it is? And then the hairdresser, don't get me started. Like, I did my own hair because, girl, I was not about to let them touch my faux bun, okay? Like, I had my faux bun on. I was sitting to get my makeup done, and this hairstylist, she was free, and she just looked at me. She's like, are you waiting to get your hair done? I said, no, girl, it's done already. And then she goes, oh, okay. Like, she was relieved. She did not know. They were white, by the way. Like, she did not know where to start, she was scared for her life. She was happy that I said no, thank you. Like, she was so happy. Like, that's the stresses of being a black model. Like, usually with hair, they want you to shave it, put it in cornrows, or just like have it short. And it's annoying because, like, why do the white models get their hair whatever, because they can get it styled, and then we have to keep it short, we have to keep it this way, we have to keep it that way, do it ourselves? Like, why? It's irritating because these professionals go to these schools, get their courses, yet they don't include black people in their clientele. Like, they don't include, oh, I have to learn how to do black hair, I have to learn how to do black makeup. They don't include white faces, white hair, that's it. Like, that's it. And a bit of curly too. Like, it's nothing crazy for them, and it's really disheartening. And especially, I hate when, like, a darker skin model's getting her makeup done and all they can do is put like a bright eyeshadow color on and call it a day. Like, they say they're trying to complement their skin tone and whatnot, but it's like, you're just lazy and you don't have her colors, so you just pop on a bright color on her and call it a day. And that's what I don't mess with. Those are definitely the struggles of modeling and being in the modeling industry. And yeah, it's hard to talk about it because, you know, you might get blacklisted or people might not want to work with you. They might call you difficult, like, you're not, you know. So at the start of it, you really gotta kind of be a little bit quiet about it until you get that respect, until you get more known within the industry, so that people can trust you more and people will be behind you more. And that's hard because you have to go through all these years of being treated like you're not included, until you get there, you know. I left the house at like 7, okay, 7:30. Went to Parramatta, then I took a train. I forgot where I stopped off at. Oh no, I had to take 2 trains. Yeah. And then I walked for about 5 to 10 minutes to the destination, okay? That's fine. Anything, like whatever distance it is, as long as it's in Australia for now, I'm good. Unless they want to fly me out, then I'm a fly. Call me a fly. When I got there on time. I'm glad I was not late. We had until 9 to 10 to be there. It was all in the email. And I came right on time, okay? I was one of the first ones there, and I met this guy. He's really, really cool. His name is Kevin. We got along. I'm hoping to see him soon because he was everything, okay? But yeah, we were just talking, and then this other girl came, and more people started coming, of course. We were sitting in like the backstage makeup hair room place, you know, backstage for the models. And this other girl came and we started chatting, and it was just the 3 of us. We were chilling, we were vibing. So I got a little something to eat at about 10. I went to the nearby cafe because they weren't serving lunch until 12, okay? Which was fine. Like, I should have ate breakfast, but you know me, when do I ever eat breakfast? So I went to go get a banana bread with butter on it with my little modeling clique, my new little modeling clique. It was just 2 minutes away from the place anyway. It was fine. They got their coffee earlier before me, and I just needed help getting to the place because I'm not good with directions. But yeah, we came back, and then we had to practice. We had to practice from like 10:30 or 11 till 12:30. We had to practice indoors and then outdoors. So we practiced on the runway stage, and then we went to practice in the car park because I think it was good for us to practice in the car park because they wanted to see our style and how we walk and our speed together as like a unit. So we went in different groups, obviously. They wanted to see how we were gonna walk, right? Yeah, so we walked in the car park, and I was wearing these black heels that did not fit me. I took them from my sister. Girl, the heel was so thin, and then the car park was like rubble. It was like one of those. So I was trying, but then my walk was like, I felt like my walk wasn't my best walk because them heels were killing me. Like, they were hurting, they were my size, and I wasn't giving my model self. So like, we practiced indoors and outdoors for a bit, and then I'm like, I gotta change it so they don't kick me out the show. Like, come on. So I changed into my clear heels, and that felt 100% better. Like, I was killing it. I was like, girl, finally, okay? My legs were legging, okay? So we practiced, I don't know, about 10 times outside, just going round and round and round and round. And then inside, we practiced some more to the music. Everyone had different music depending on the designers, the style, the vibe, stuff like that. And I realized I had 2 designers. Like, for the first designer, it was an African brand called Rep Culture. They make African type of designs and stuff, and it's really, really cool. And then I was working for Heidi's Secret. It's by Timmy or whatnot. Rep Culture is by 3 people. I'm not sure about the names, but I'll put all their info down below. I was only expecting to be walking one show, but then this guy came up to me. He was friends with the 2 other models that I was with, and he kind of knew them, and he was like, I want you walking for my clothes. And I was like, period. He wrote my name down, period. I tried on the clothes, period. It was everything. Here we are. The thing about me, I love behind the scenes stuff. Even in school, we had these Harmony Day dances, like for Multicultural Day, and we'd all be in our different cultural groups. I'd be with the African group, obviously, and we'd all have to practice lunch, recess, like the dances, so we can be perfect on the day. And I just love the behind the scenes stuff, the outfits, just practicing all that stuff, and then performing. That's just what I live for, to be honest. Like, to be a part of something backstage that no one really is a part of. They're just seeing the end result. I just love it. But yeah, like, it was really, really fun. I was honored to be walking for 2 brands. The first show, and then I'm pretty sure the second last one, I was really happy. I was like, damn, I'm killing it. Okay, I kind of skipped over lunch. Yeah, they did serve us lunch. They had us little sandwiches. I took 2. Yeah, I think I took 2, I'm pretty sure. And they had little mocktails. It was really, really pretty. I'll put some photos up in here. But yeah, I was like, damn, everything is looking good. Everything is tasting good. I'm making new friends. Like, I think I got about maybe, I would say about 5 or 7 IGs from that day alone. Like, I was meeting a lot of people, girls, guys, everything. It was just cool. The thing about modeling for me is it just feels natural. Like, being around other models. I never would have thought that I would be walking in Fashion Week so early in my career. Like right now, I'm trying to focus on modeling and YouTube and being a uni student. All that in one is like insane crazy. Like, modeling is very unpredictable. You get a call this day, you might not get a call that day. Like, so when people ask me how's modeling going, like, you can't really get a straight answer. Like, it's not set yet. Like, I am with an agency, but I'm just working towards more steady modeling gigs where it's like every other week or every other month. Like, you know, it's more stable and I know to depend on it. I've been doing it for 4 years already, almost 5 years, and I'm starting to break ground, and I'm really proud of myself because some people, like, everyone has their own time, to be honest. Some people just get that first job and that's that, you know what I'm saying? Some people take longer to build, and that's where I'm at, and I'm not even mad about that because I know once I get there, it's gonna be non-stop. I'm gonna probably be complaining that this is too much work, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta be patient, work hard, wait for your time, and it will come, baby girl, it will come. So don't stress, don't think everyone's doing more than you, don't think you gotta lie. Like, just be yourself and keep moving at your own pace, because at the end of the day, when you win, it's your win, okay? It's the people you were working hard for, it's their win. Like, it's you know, it's the win for you and the people who care about you. You know what I'm saying? The people who are just asking, the people who just want to know tea, gossip, this and that, like, they don't really care at the end of the day. They just want to say they know you. Or this is what I hate. Like, I hate when people say, oh my God, remember me when you're famous. Like, oh, once I started telling people, well, I basically told my small group of friends, my circle in high school, that I was starting to model, this and that, and it got around. Remember me when you're famous. Like, people that I wasn't even close with, like, we would just say hi and bye or talk whenever, but it wasn't even like that. Like, I didn't have their number, I didn't text them. Like, it wasn't like that. Remember me when you're famous. Remember me when you're famous. How's modeling? Remember me? Girl, you're gonna be the first person I forget. Like, why would I remember you? Like, you're not, for what? Like, you want to get a shout out, you want me to invite you to things, circles. Like, we're not close like that. You're not on this journey with me, honestly. It's basically me and the people that care about me. They're on this journey with me, not your random askings every couple of years just to check in to see that you care. Like, girl, thanks for asking, but I'm not going to. Like, I don't want to sound rude, but it's like, that's just a rude thing to say. Like, that's the first thing you say, remember me when you're famous. Like, that's all you care about. It's not like, good luck, sis, try your best. Like, why should you be included in my journey if you're not with me? Like, if you're not a true friend, if we haven't been friends all this time, like, girl, what's tea? Even this whole thing of me being a part of this fashion show, only my close friends reached out to me to congratulate me. So that is just what it is at this point. Those ones asking, those ones talking, where was their congrats, where was their, like, thing? And they don't owe me anything, of course, but don't act like, oh, you know, I owe you something when you're not kind of giving a shit, really. Like, that's what I'm, you know, curious about. Enough of the negativity. I'm just really happy at this point. I love the people around me. I love the real people, you know, people who want what's best for me, who don't want anything in return but my happiness. That's who I'm going for. But yeah, guys, this is my story. This is my experience at the fashion week. I hope I answered all your questions. I tried to be as real as possible. Hope you guys took that in and got a little bit more insight into what modeling is and how it goes down. But yeah, guys, if you have any more questions, comment down below and I'll be sure to answer them, okay? But like this video and subscribe to my channel, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.